Charles Du Bronx Oliveira is the world's best lightweight.
What does Du Bronx mean?
So from what I saw, is that at first I thought it was his gym name, right? Which it was.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, when he came to the gym when he was younger, they said that they called him Du Bronx because he was a kid from the
favelas.
Like from the ghetto, basically.
So that's what Du Bronx means, the ghetto.
From the ghetto, yeah, basically.
Okay. So you're Du Bronx too?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, kind of. Actually, no, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm joking. You're not. I'm kidding.
But,
you're not from the favela.
Favela, bro. But
I thought you wanted to be called out. You know.
I have to agree with that sentiment, though.
What?
I think that Charles Oliveira is the world's best lightweight right now. I think that Poirier had the
He's
chance
a champion.
He's a champion. I mean, there's an argument for Poirier, but even then, he has to beat Conor.
155 is going to be a revolving door. I think there's going to be multiple champions in the next two years. I don't think there's going to be one. I don't think Charles Oliveira.
Hey, Elon.
You did it again. Remember I told you don't do that? Look what you did to the microphone.
That's good.
Hey, Elon. I think 155 is going to have multiple champions in the next couple of years. The reason why is Charles Oliveira. Yes, he's good, but in that fight he was almost finished. He had some things that
Michelle
maybe
Chandler
might not go his way next time. Like he got hit hard by Charles Oliveira. By Michelle Chandler.
Yeah.
He got hit hard, and what did he do? He went for a takedown, and he was lucky that Michael Chandler either was taken down or Michael Chandler decided to go for a guillotine. Right? There's other moments in that fight as well where it was kind of lucky that Charles Oliveira got the outcome that he got in that situation. So the reason why I say that is not just to bash on Charles Oliveira and be like, oh, he doesn't deserve the title or anything like that. It's just the fact that this championship, there's so many possible winners, right? And any of these matchups can
Let's count them right now. Okay. Oliveira, Chandler, Gaethje, Conor, Poirier, Islam Makhachev, and Dariush.
All those guys could be champions in the next 2 years, right? It's not anything like wild to predict that. And Charles Oliveira right now is the champion, but I don't know if you can straight out be like he's the best lightweight right now in the world, because
he beat Ferguson.
All these guys are such at a high level. It's not a matter of like who's better than the other. It's just who's better on that day or who's better in this certain matchup.
But how good is his ground game, though? His ground game is high level.
Who is Charles? Yeah, it's very, very high level.
I think he showed more of his expertise on the ground when he fought against Ferguson. In that fight, he was like making a fool out of Ferguson on the ground.
Yo, relax. Why are you making fun of Ferguson like that?
I'm not making fun of Ferguson.
No, don't disrespect Ferguson.
I'm not, bro. Listen, hold on. I'm talking, brother. Okay?
I'm listening.
Hold on. I'm crying, brother. Okay? Anyways.
I'm crying inside.
I'm crying inside, brother. Anyways, Tony Ferguson is the kind of guy to lose 3 fights in a row to condition his will.
What video did you see that comment on?
YouTube, something, I don't know. I forgot. Man. But anyways, yeah. I think he is. I think that the next fight to make will be obviously whoever wins the Poirier Conor, right?
Yeah.
But that's for next topic.
So Charles Oliveira, I could see him losing to Conor. I could see him losing to Poirier. I can see him losing to Justin Gaethje. I can see him losing to Islam Makhachev. But I'm not saying that Charles Oliveira can't beat those guys either, right? He can get beat by them. I can see them beating Charles Oliveira, but at the same time I can see Charles Oliveira beating them as well.
Who do you think out of all these guys is the worst matchup for Oliveira? I think it's Dariush, personally. After watching that fight with him and Ferguson, he just fights so much like Khabib. He fights like... Not really. I think so. His whole ground game is like... I think he has better fundamentals than Chandler, in my opinion.
Jeez, so you didn't even know who Dariush was. You were disrespecting Dariush.
Actually, no, I knew who he was actually, but this was like the first time that I actually watched a full fight of his.
Beneil?
Yeah, he showed a lot, man.
Yeah,
he's great striking, great wrestling.
Beneil is a bad matchup.
Islam.
Dustin Poirier is a bad matchup.
Why?
He's so technical on the feet, and what Charles Oliveira does a lot of times is he always goes forward. When you force your way to go forward against a guy that is a counter fighter, you're gonna get hurt. especially if he comes into the pocket and tries to infight a lot, Dustin Poirier is going to catch him. And Dustin Poirier is a black belt himself in jiu-jitsu. And it's at the high level. Yes, these guys are all black belts, but it's also very difficult to submit your opponents at the high level because today's MMA is very, very conscious of like all these different submission moves. The times that you see people get submitted is really when they're in danger, right? So when they're already hurt and then they go to the ground and they submit them. You rarely do you see like they're just in the guard, they're playing in the guard, and then he catches them, right? You never really see.
Well,
see
Khabib did against Gaethje with triangle.
No, but he hurt Justin Gaethje. He was beating him up.
No,
and Justin Gaethje's ground game is not high level.
he has good wrestling though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about jiu-jitsu guys. Okay. So I'm saying that like we saw it against Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira got his back, and Michael Chandler was still able to hold off his hands, stand back up, throw him down, and then reverse the position. So my point is I don't think Charles Oliveira, if he goes on the ground with Dustin Poirier, like fresh and not hurt and like just playing in the guard, I don't think he submits him. There's a chance, of course, but I don't think he submits him. Now, on the feet, Dustin Poirier is going to counter and counter, and Charles Oliveira can take punches, but I don't know how many he can take. He got very lucky in the Michael Chandler fight that he was able to survive that. Those are huge blows. Now,
but like the round was also ending too, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna hit
So Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor is a bit of that as well, but Conor is not that great on the ground. He's very good defensively, but he's not much of a like jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
So
he has a blue belt though, doesn't he?
Yeah. No disrespect to him. I mean, as in he's not offensive in his transitions. He's not trying to advance at all. His main goal is put my back to the fence, get up, and escape.
Striking, yeah.
Right? Continue striking. So Dustin and Conor have that going for them, where they have the advantage in striking because they counter. Yeah. And Oliveira really comes forward all the time. Justin Gaethje as well. If he can avoid any of the grappling getting taken down, right? I think he can win that fight as well.
Yeah.
So
he's power in his hands, right? So
all these guys, I can see them beating Charles Oliveira, but at the same time, Charles Oliveira has a chance to beat all the other guys. Yep. He could take Dustin Poirier down and finish him. He could pressure him similar to what Khabib did to Dustin Poirier, and just will his way to a win, right? Yep. Because we've seen Dustin Poirier under pressure from a high level fighter, he lost to Khabib. Charles Oliveira isn't Khabib, but you get my point. Yeah.